The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up on Matthew Adams. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Ty Summers there on the tackle. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
On play action, now Rodgers steps away. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards. And again, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that goes to the goal line. If you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. This defense for the Packers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. The Bears at 5-7 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards on the play. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Rodgers again now. And it's a Packers touchdown. Allen Lazard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Rosas good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. 7-7, our score after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd and 9, Fields. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's an option play left. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Ty Summers, the one that was able to bring him down that time.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers dancing to his left. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job 1 paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 16, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles, but they've got to take. He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And probably the wise wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of... Either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
50, hey, you block over here. Come on. Jump out.
Now Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He finds Watson complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Rodgers to throw once more. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Rodgers now on 1st down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. Pettis now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw. Fields forced out to his left. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, take 26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd and 10. Fields again. Man open. Here is Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Quay Walker able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Packers! It was 3rd and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Caught on the right side by Jones.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 4th down, Fields.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
An inside give to Jones.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Hey, 88, jump out! 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Rosas good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Pettis now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Throwing again on second down.
Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. On first down, Fields.
He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Fields on first down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
To try again after the sack.
Fields.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This complete to Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 4th down.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd down and 3.
Again, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. To throw, it's Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, Jones.
And this will be a Packers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Packers, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get the extra week to think.